День. Здравствуйте. Привет. Меня зовут YaketyTheFree. Как ты? Хорошо. Меня это очень хорошо. Я работаю в Key Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. До завтра. Hey everyone, it's YaketyTheFree here playing in the Hell Hades 2025 free-to-play challenge. And today is day 57. Last night I did something I was pretty happy about with Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, but I'll show you in a minute what I did that I'm very excited about on Nightmare today, this morning, about an hour ago. And so I was just greeting people in Russian saying, it's very good. I'm very good. I've been working on a, 4 key for Ultra Nightmare. Something, whether it's good or not, it's a historical fact about the Russian country. Culturally, they are different than a lot of people that I'm familiar with growing up in North America. But during the war in the 1940s, World War II, a 40-ouncer bottle of vodka was designed so that you couldn't reseal it, you couldn't close it. So it was assumed that once a Russian citizen opened that 40 ounce of vodka, they would consume it all that day or in one sitting or whatever's going on. So whatever you want to think about your drinking habits or whatever, culturally, 80 years ago, it was expected that a Russian citizen would finish a 40-ouncer of vodka, maybe to share it, maybe by themselves, whatever it is. It's a lot of booze. So on a happier in the future note, let's take a look in the leaderboards. So the second month has concluded, and YaketyTheFree picked up, I think, about 1,100 points for the leaderboard positions on the dungeons. But you'll see, again, Rob the Nice Guy too. Unless something drastic happens, this person is going to be first overall everywhere. And that's great. I think it's fantastic that the person who picked up probably the strongest void that you could have picked up in Odin that early is doing what is possible to do with them. It's good for the competition to see somebody show what the difference is in the rosters. And this is the real free to play experience. My account still hasn't pulled a legendary hero. We're going to try. I got two ancient shards to summon. Hopefully they're not blue chickens. It doesn't really matter. If you look here down at number 7, Hell Hades, the host, is still representing themselves fairly well. So let's take a look at yesterday. I did a 20.6 million Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss hit with this lineup. And I did a little bit of gear swap on Jyrag, and I gave him more defense. I upgraded some gears, but I got him up to 200 speed, dropped his accuracy a little, but now he's got defense on his gauntlets. So it's noticeable for when the big smacks come. But this morning, finally got that 1 key. I'm in the big boy club. The nightmare is over. I've woken this team up. 40 million damage. 1 key. Nightmare Clan Boss. Day 57, free to play. It's not the fastest. I don't care about that. I've done it though. That's what makes me happy. And that's why I pushed for Arbiter. I knew I had everything necessary because of how powerful Alice is, except I needed somebody to give me increased attack. So I'll show you all their gear in a second. Let's go into the Great Hall. You can't see it because of my face down here, but everything's at minimum a 2. And I have 460 medals that I'm saving for Clan v Clan on Tuesday. And it's going to cost 200 medals to upgrade the accuracy on the Void, which I will do. And then I'm going to dump another 275 in total to get a couple more crit damage because I want to get 300% crit damage on my Cold Heart. So let's take a look in the arena. I think I don't have a reset. No, that's it. But if we come into the battle log here, you're looking again like I'm going to keep getting beat up by a lot of level 100 accounts and higher, and mythicals. Nothing I can do about it. Don't really care. As long as I'm active enough, I will never drop out. So I think in Faction Wars, yeah, I'm still at 542 stars, second overall, and I have my Banner Lords to do today. And I upgraded a couple of them to 5-star. I might be able to get this done, but I won't do that on this video. So let's go try some summons. Hopefully you've had some luck. I've seen somebody in my own clan here, in the Hell Hades free-to-play clan, pulled a mythical to Shiro. It's fantastic news. Some people are like, why can't I get it on my main account? And I understand. That's why I'm not too concerned about what I pull really, but It'd be nice to get an epic here for the champ chase because there's some energy available in there, I believe. Wish me luck. I wish you all luck. Blue shirt, blue shards, blue food. More than likely. Courtier? Yeah, I don't know about this clown. I think he does a AoE. Oh no, one time three hitter, chance of removing a random buff. Oh, there it is. Decrease speed AoE. Ah, anyways, Bannerlord fodder. It is the Bannerlord faction day, so I figured I'd get two, but so I don't know if you watched the Hell Hades video with this guy and his block damage. If you max out Templar, give him the right stats and full masteries, max his skills, I think you can take care of hard Bommel. I don't really care about hard Doom Tower. Maybe next rotation. So let's go into the gear of the clan boss team. We have Alice, and Alice's overall stats haven't changed much, but her speed. Basically 5k attack with 204 speed. She's maxed on her crit and 260% crit damage, and 300, she doesn't miss. Her accuracy at 360 is pretty good. I wish I could get her at 3k defense, but you're going to see she's not bad at 2200. And remember, this isn't a relentless set. More than likely, this hero should be built in lethal or savage, but I don't have those pieces available. Okay. So he does have attack on the chest, but crit damage on the gauntlets. All right. And I think this is a accuracy banner. I have that because of the arena. I'm almost into silver 2, I think it is, for live arena. So I'm going to keep that banner on her. So Arbiter, I was so happy when this girl finally decided to come home. She got 60k HP. It's a little high for if she's ever the stun target. It's rare that she is. But the 2k attack, right? She does a bit of damage, but it's her War Master. Everybody's got max masteries, by the way. So almost 2k defense, but that 270 speed. The shame with my Arbiter is she's only got that 69 accuracy. So that's why I'm keep pushing that Great Hall bonuses. And now I'm actually on spider farming for trying to get an accuracy banner. That's what I want to do because I want to get a consistent 3-key Ultra Nightmare. And then I'll be quite satisfied. So Dathy, in his overall stats, 3,700 attack, almost 2k defense. He's quick at 212 speed, crit capped, doesn't have crit damage. I'm okay with that, but that's that accuracy. That's what I want to see. This 320 accuracy. Okay. And he's in a relentless as well. What helps with his accuracy, obviously, is picking up this chest because it's going to give you 40 accuracy for one piece of ferrule. That's a pretty decent chest. If you take a look at this, I didn't get, I would have liked one more roll in the speed. I really would have instead of the crit rate, but it's okay. This is a decent chest. And then his gloves are crit rate gloves just to get him to that crit cap. But I'm 15 over now. I can change something out maybe. But another thing that's important here is he's got a defense pinpoint banner. And this other one's attack with speed. They both have speed. Actually, do I have a speed glyph for my Dathy? I do. Let's get this guy a little more speed. And we get the big boy roll of 2. Not bad. So now Dathy is at 224 speed, is it? Or 214, pardon me? Pretty good. So mismatch set. Pretty good speed on the boots, though. Then we come into Jarrag. As I said, I changed this guy a little bit. So if we look in his total stats, I don't need him. He gets to be the stun target often. So I don't want him over 50k HP. So I gave him some at defense. He's at 3k defense, 200 speed. I was hoping for 194, but 200, it's perfect for Nightmare. And then his accuracy used to be at 308. I dropped it back 288. He's landing his decreased attack as often as his 60% chance allows it because I have him booked up. Okay. So on my Jarrag, I put these defensive gloves on instead. And I will roll these gloves to max and pick up like an extra 200 more defense. And then I maxed his chest here. Oh, I could put a speed on him as well. Oh, that'll be good. Maybe get another 2 speed. Then I rolled up his shield and I didn't get, resist good enough. It gets him over that 125 I'm hoping for Hydra. Then I maxed out his weapon, which it didn't really matter that I'd rather defense obviously come than the flat HP, even though he's HP based. It's okay. And then I have his accuracy banner. And that's what helps get him to be consistent with his landing. And purposely, I was so excited to get a defense ring on this guy. The attack rolls are garbage. But pinpoint, again, gave him 20 accuracy, but I want his defense up because he's only really used in Clan Boss and Hard Dragon. And here's my Tagore. Tagore at 217 speed. So he's still faster than Dathy by a little bit, but it's fast enough, to Arbiter boost him, and then he goes. That's all that matters. Almost 60k HP. He's rarely the stun target, and he doesn't have any need for accuracy. He doesn't have debuffs, so I've cranked in as much of resistance as I could while trying to get him to 2k defense. But you'll see he rarely dies. And again, he's never had any other amulet on in this game ever than this one here that doesn't do him any good. So decent weapon. Clan Boss sometimes drops you nice stuff. I wish it was a 6-star, but picking up that speed roll and the HP, good enough. I don't need crit on this guy, but I want him to heal a little bit. 3% is 60k every turn he goes. He's healing for like 2,000, so it helps. Big old 50% HP on the gloves with a massive chunk of accuracy that I don't need. I don't really have another hero to put this on with the speed and the this is perfect for Tagore. Big boy boots. I will get speed on these once I start farming a little more, pardon me, for the Sand Devil Ascension. Okay. His shield, it's got all defensive stats with speed. That's all that matters. And the resistance chest, I could probably bump this guy up to like 70k HP. It's not necessary. And plus, look at that speed roll. That's why this is on him. Then the retaliation banner kind of helps. He has a War Master, so he 2 hits, War Master proc. And his ring that I still haven't rolled up, which I more than likely will, and hope for a flat HP to come in there or defense, whatever's coming. Pardon me, it's a stat that's good for Tagore. So all the blah 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 aside, maybe the arena's reset again. I'm still trying to stay on top of it a little bit. It's not as necessary anymore, but yeah, I'll definitely beat up this what's her name there? Duchess Lilitu. I hated that hero when I first started playing the game because I didn't understand how to take her out, So again, if you look, Nightmare Clan Boss, YaketyTheFree, 1 key at 40 million. So I'm not going to hit that again until I know that the clan can't kill it, but I'm pretty sure we can. And then tomorrow I'll use my first time ever on the quick battle. But let's go into Ultra Nightmare, guys and girls. Pardon me. A little sip of coffee before we get going. So this is a rough fight. As you see how fast that clan boss is. My arbiter's at 270 speed. Okay, Jarag's at 200. Jarag barely beats the boss. I think he's a 190 speed. But on this one, I can't really mess around too much. He's going to hurt my heroes right away. So I'm going to put on all my defensive stuff as soon as possible with Tagore. And I don't know if you can see that, but see how it says 3 over Dathy? Oh, I messed that up. Anyways, that was my mistake. The shield was going to stay on Dathy so I could get him a full rotation. But whatever. Let's buff him up. Drop the shield. And there we go. He almost did 100 grand with that War Master proc. So Alice should be hitting for, almost 50k because the boss doesn't have the weekend up yet. Jarag pretty consistent landing there. I honestly don't have a clue what the accuracy requirements are for Ultra Nightmare, but I know having 280 accuracy, my Dathy does not miss his 100% chance at decreased defense, except for that 3% chance that it can always be resisted, which I don't know if I'm a fan or not of it. It's part of the game, it's in the game, but a 3% resist chance can be a pretty big monkey wrench in auto battles. Everything's consistent. Then all of a sudden, if you're paid to play and you set up, like 1,000 auto battles to go to bed to overnight, I shouldn't have done that with Dathy. Anyways, that's I'm going to stay on topic here. I'm trying to get at least 18 million here. That's what I want. I want to, if I'm spending a key, I want a chest. That's the mindset for me. Whatever the chest is on Ultra Nightmare, one key, one chest. Because this is a 4-key team if it consistently does 18 million. And 17.5 million actually, I believe, would be a 4-key. And we don't drop this Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss. It never comes off with a Void Affinity. So I don't know if it would really be worth it to try to get, one top tier chest every day or the 2 nightmares and come into here and hopefully get like a second tier chest with our third tier chest. I think that's the plan. Because part of my excitement is logging in every morning and opening up 2 chests at least from Nightmare Clan Boss. If we were killing this Ultra Nightmare Clan Boss, then I would definitely push every day in 4-key. So if you're watching here, it's a bit different than the cycle I would do for my Nightmare. I think I'm able to sneak in Jareg a second turn here. I think so. We're about to find out. Plus, I didn't know if Dathy was going to get a proc or Alice, so I didn't want to waste the ally protect on them because I anticipated one of them to get the proc. And I think Arbiter's got a boost here. I just missed it. So here's the thing. You see, Jareg's probably 20 speed short of getting that second turn in. And he had to increase speed on from Tagore for part of his meter filling. So again, I've only done this. This will be my 3rd or 4th key ever on this account on Ultra Nightmare. And it's the 3rd key that I know I have a chance at getting a chest. But anyways, I messed up at the start with Dathy and I took a bad guess there with Jareg. And that's part of the fun of the journey is trial and error. Watch other people's videos if you want to have, visual proof, obviously, of what's going on. I better boost. I better boost to make sure my Jareg, he's probably, I figured he was getting punched. So you might look at this, it's a very unorthodox clan boss team because I don't know if there's any way I could ever speed tune this team. Because Tagore has a 5-turn cooldown on his res and shield. As you see, it's not ready now, which I really wish it was, obviously. And Jareg has a 4-turn cooldown on his ally protect. So it really throws things off trying to speed tune this team. And even if I could, I don't think I would. It's fun for me to figure out how to get to a 1 key so I could quick battle on Nightmare. Now that that's done, I don't know if I'll ever manual or auto Nightmare again. I'll just hit quick battle. And if it takes 2 keys that day, it takes 2 keys that day. So you might wonder again why I'm not using Dathy's cooldown skills or whatever, because he can't reapply the increase or decrease defense, so he wouldn't get a cooldown from using his A2. So instead of wasting it, I'm just going to keep it for when this falls off by 1 turn here. And Alice, A1s only. I'd like to reiterate that because I forgot to say so. I only A1 with Alice. And, ooh, Dathy's going again anyways, eh? Wow, look at this guy go. Go, Dathy, go. But now he's taking some decent amount of damage, It's only turn 8 and he got hit for 4K. But that's why I'm not too fussed about 90% crit damage with Dathy yet. Obviously, if he had 100% more damage, this would be a 4-key team, no question about it. And my Nightmare boss would have been 1 key probably a week ago. However, as I've been forced into the path that I chose with this lineup, having my 2 damage dealers in Relentless, there's such a massive variable. Yeah, I don't know if I should have boosted with Arbiter at that time or not, but Jareg's not going to be the stun target, and that's why I did it. Plus, when see how everybody has increased defense, but Arbiter, that's why she got punched. But she's so fast that essentially she unstuns herself, cleanses herself, essentially, if you understand what I'm saying, with being so quick. Obviously, it's much more effective, her quickness over the boss, on Nightmare, and definitely on brutal. She goes like sometimes she goes 4 turns before the clan boss. Sometimes on brutal. Anyways, this isn't looking too bad. If I can make it to turn 20 at this pace, it's the first tier chest. And I'm pretty excited because even on any account I've ever had in this game, I had 2 accounts that both got Arbiter for missions and whatnot. I've never 3-keyed Ultra Nightmare. I just kept getting bored with the end game and the grind of end game and the idea that, I didn't spend enough money to get the void legendaries that I need or the Helicast. I just recently pulled a Demitha on my main account. So I might be able to do an unkillable for the first time in my life. Or whatever you want to call it, Mythfu, whatever. But I'm having more fun trying to figure this out. And talking to newer people that are fresh to this game or have been in the game for 60 days and they're like, how did you get your account this far? How did you get Arbiter so fast? How are you doing these things in Doom Tower? So I thought I'd do, a brief documentation, a daily journal to help you guys specifically. And I hope it does. Obviously, my audio equipment isn't up to snuff. I can't help that. This is work equipment. I can't add items to it. It's against union rules. I apologize. However, in the future, I might improve that stuff. So I think Arbiter's getting punched again. So I'm going to use her baby boost. Yeah, it was Alice. Even better. Even better. You might be wondering, like, why are you happy about your biggest damage dealer getting punched? Because Arbiter doesn't lose a cooldown. So after this turn, she's going to boost everybody and they're going to have the increase attack. And Alice should, I think she should apply a smite here. Oh, she definitely should with that relentless proc. Come on, Alice. Dang. So it has an internal cooldown that I guess when you get stunned, it takes a skip of that cooldown. That's okay. So this is the problem with having a Daisy when you rely on a shield like I do to keep people alive farther down. Like the boss is going to start ramping up as you're looking now. That's a bit of a different hit. It's going to be another 7,000 more, I think, on the next time the boss does that move. But this 15% continuous heal comes from Jareg's passive. Whenever anybody gets hit for 20% or more of their total HP, he procs a continuous heal. And that's why Jareg is still a really good clan boss hero. Huh. I guess Dathy isn't going to have his ally protect on again. This is going to be a large smack, so I'm going to save Tagor's heal. I want to get full benefit of it. Yeah, 13,000 hit there on Dathy because he didn't have the ally protect. But you know what? That keeps my Jarag a bit chunkier as well. So maybe Alice becomes the stun target again because of that. I think so, actually. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Is Alice is going to get her head caved in. Yeah, it's probably a. I wonder what Alice is going to get hit for. She's probably getting a 14,000, at least 14,000 clump right here. Okay, Alice, time to go to the. Woo, 15,000. So you can imagine, like the decreased attack doesn't affect that move, to my knowledge. Because if we take a look at the crushing force, it's based on the enemy max HP. So having Alice at almost 50k HP, that's about the right threshold currently for me. So I want to boost her. I want to make sure she gets a heal in, and then she'll have a turn with this decreased attack on the boss. And if I could have boosted again, Alice would have been basically full HP. But it's all right. As you see, that shield absorbed everything that the boss just did to her. So I think this time I can boost my Gyrag. Because I'm trying to get that decreased attack on. That's huge. Like, yeah, if I get ally protect on, it's one thing. But if everybody's still getting hit for 20,000 here, then Gyreg's kind of useless. Okay, here we go. This is the moment of truth. If nobody dies on this turn, which I don't think anybody's going to, then I should be able to get that first chest here. And again, it's always going to be on manual. Anytime I show you, wow, they're still really healthy. Anytime I show you, especially now, Ultra Nightmare progression on this team that I have, it's always going to be manual. I cannot do this on auto. It, for whatever reason, the AI won't play. Even if you try to set this up, it's not going to be able to account for all these extra turns by Dathy and the relentless procs and the cooldowns that I have from people's masteries. Some people tell you, they'll look at what I've done and the masteries I have and all this, and they'll say, that is one messy clan boss team. But it doesn't fail. If you look at it, it's just a different way to accomplish the same task that we're all trying to do. And that's ooh, I don't think I should boost. I'm not going to boost. I'll boost on the next turn. That makes sense. Because Tagore, yep, he's going to get his turn, and then Arbiter's going to get before him, and that's perfect. Now you see Jyrag, he's going to act like he never lost his turn here. Or pardon me, his cooldown. Yeah. So I have to use my Dathy's cooldowns, and he's going to get hit really hard here, like really hard. Woo! Perfect. Ouch, eh? Did that say 29,500? Wow, Dathy, you got to stop wearing flammable clothing, man. So I don't know if I should boost with Arbiter. I think it's better to save, yeah, and see if I can get Alice to become the stun target. Because Dathy's dead here no matter what I did, I think. Because there's no decrease attack on the boss. So I wouldn't be surprised if Alice gets almost killed too. Anyways, this is part of the fun for me is not knowing. I don't have enough experience on Ultra Nightmare yet with this team to know who's going to survive the next move. But making sure that everybody's got as much HP as possible with Tagore, that helps. Yeah, that's not good, eh? When Jyrek goes down. However, I will pick them up. I'm going to heal them up. And, ooh, I don't know who's going to get punched here after this. Ah, it's going to be Dathy. Perfect. I was hoping Jyrek got that increased defense. So if I can get a little, I think it's 23.4 million gets you into the second chest. But I don't think so. I think I'm dead no matter what happens on this after this punch move. Who's getting punched though? It's Arbiter. All right. So oh, thank you, Alice. Now that Tagore is going to res Arbiter, I think she dies even after the res. But if I don't use his shield on everybody, then they're all dead as well. And I'd really love to be able to get that second tier chest right here, right now. I don't know if I should res her or just heal everybody. I'm gonna heal everybody. Let's see what happens. I think Dathy's dead, and that's it. Everybody's dead. It doesn't really matter. Not bad, eh? We'll just quickly hit auto so that you can see him die. 20 million. I think I did a little more than I did last time there. Not bad. So thank you for bearing with me if you did to see my progress in Clan Boss. Again, Ultra Nightmare, 20 million. So I forgot. I always rush right through the tally sheet there. I apologize if you want to see it, but 20 million. If we come into the next one, if I can do a 20 million again and again, oh, I'll be picking up a celestial chest today. And I think it's possible for me to get at least 17 million on the next two. So let's do the math again. I have 20 million. If I can pick up 34 million more, that would be 54 million. But obviously, I have a 4-key Ultra Nightmare. There's no question about it. It's there. One key nightmare. YaketyTheFree. Day 57. Hell Hades free to play challenge 2025. What's the login again today? Maybe this is the accuracy banner on the login today, even though it's a 4-star. If it's accuracy for uh, Arbiter, I would definitely use it. Have a great day. Enjoy your summons. Have a safe weekend, everybody. Das vidanya.